All right, here at just about 10:30 right now, Wednesday morning, I'm Jane Monreal. You're watching Live Impact News on WCNC Plus. The Transportation Security Administration rolling out some changes. We heard yesterday on WCNC Charlotte that the possibility of not having to take off your shoes going through the security check line might be a foreseeable benefit coming up soon, including Charlotte Douglas Airport. Another benefit will center around military families as part of their Serve with Honor, Travel with Ease campaign. So joining us right now to discuss these important updates is Acting Deputy Director from TSA, Adam Stahl. Thank you, Mr. Stahl, for joining us this morning.
Thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
So what prompted TSA to expand these benefits for military specifically?
Yeah, I think so. This administration, the Secretary, is really committed to really streamlining, modernizing aviation security, aviation screening across the board. And again, we really strongly believe, she believes, that the military community, of course, men and women across the nation work hard, tirelessly to protect and preserve our freedoms. We thought it was the right thing to do, candidly, and a small but really important step to salute them, but also ease the burden of travel for those members in the military and their families.
So walk us through some of these changes that are being offered.
Sure. So three primary benefits. The first, of course, is going to be dedicated fast-track front-of-the-line access at checkpoints at select kind of densely populated, highly trafficked military communities, military airports across the United States, including Charlotte Douglas International Airport. Secondly, a $25 discount for military spouses, first of its kind. And then lastly, something we're particularly proud of and working in close conjunction with our sponsors and enrollment providers as well, free pre-check for Gold Star family members, members that, of course, unfortunately have lost their life in the line of duty, their spouses and their children. If folks have additional questions or concerns or want to know how to enroll or where, I encourage them to go to tsa.gov for more information.
Okay, so that's a good resource to get there. And then military spouses, you mentioned the $25 discount. So what will they actually pay for after getting the discount?
So they will be getting a pre-check, pre-check benefits, which is for viewers that aren't familiar with pre-check. It's a trusted traveler kind of pre-enrolled process for highly frequented travelers, and this is really to optimize the seamlessness, improve the seamlessness of travel. Ton of benefits, primarily reduction in wait times at checkpoints. Approximately half a percent, a 50% reduced wait time as opposed to standard, less invasive or intrusive inspections, a screening, including belts and jackets as well. Of course, you alluded to the significant announcement as well, shoes off, ending of a shoes off policy by the Secretary yesterday, of course, which is a significant announcement as well. So a variety of benefits for pre-check enrollees.
All right, and do service members need to wear uniform in order to access some of these dedicated lanes or benefits?
No, they don't. As long as they provide, the military ID, and we also recognize that a lot of military armed service members aren't wearing, their uniforms and whatnot. So if they just provide the military IDs at the front of the checkpoint at participating airports, them and their co-travelers will be able to get front of the line expedited access at these select airports across the country.
What about restrictions? Anything that military families need to keep in mind with these benefits?
I think so. This is just, I've been saying this to others. This is the beginning, not the end of this initiative. And so we're closely kind of watching to see, demand, interest. We're definitely considering possibly expanding benefits or this out to other additional airports as well. So if folks have any additional questions or areas of clarification, we just ask them to go to tsa.gov for more information or ask TSA on socials.
And for those of us those of our viewers who weren't aware about the potential for not having to take off the shoes, where is that from?
Yeah, so this was announced yesterday by Secretary Noem, and this is really all about modernizing, the aviation screening process. This is nationwide, taking effect immediately. And this is, again, a focus on modernizing aviation security while also not compromising security at all. I really want to underscore that. the investments over the past 20 years, our multi-layered security approach and our evolution and our security posture, improvements in identity verification, threat detection, and vetting have really led us to this point. And so we're incredibly excited to roll this out. We do not believe that we have to choose between security and passenger seamlessness and passenger efficiency. So we believe we can have both, and we're extremely excited to roll this out nationwide.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are excited about that. As far as the time frame goes, when can we see some of these changes start taking place? And what does this say about TSA's commitment and investment into our nation's military?
Yeah, absolutely. So you'll see this. This took effect last week on the military side of the house. And again, we're incredibly committed, this administration, the secretary, we recognize the sacrifices that these honorable men and women have made, again, to uphold our way of life, our values, and our freedoms. And so this is a small but really important token for us, again, to ease the burden of travel for them and their families. We're going to continue, as long as this administration is around, to protect and preserve this program in perpetuity, possibly expand it depending on demand and airport cooperation and the like. But again, we're incredibly excited about this new initiative, as well as the shoes off announcement. This really just underscores, again, this administration's commitment to really leaning in, embracing technology, innovation, as well as security. We believe we can have all those three things in concert together, working hand in hand.
Acting Deputy Administrator, TSA Senior Official Adam Stahl, thank you again for joining us with that announcement and the information. And a lot of military families, we have so many in the Charlotte area that use our airport, are going to appreciate that.